Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you had a good weekend. This video is brought to you by, yes, you got it right, Tommy Ford. I'm just kidding. Anyways, last week we had crazy analysis and I loved it so much. I hope you did too, because we hit our profits, we hit our targets just right on the point, even the second take profit one. And the first take profit was hit on the first day already. But anyways, new week, new strategy, new everything. Let's get right into it and see where the market is gonna go to. I hope you're excited like I am. So here we have the DAX, Germany 30. Let's get into the day chart, where each bar, if you zoom in, each bar represents, what does it represent? 1 day. 1 day. Sorry, not two, 1 day. Okay, it represents 1 day each bar. And just a quick brief, a note. If you zoom in very carefully, what it means is here it opens by the red bar. It means here it opens and here it closes. And you see the thin lines. This is basically where it has moved within the day. Okay, but at the end of the day, it's opened here and closed here. And by the green bar, what it shows is that it opened here and closed here. So it went from the bottom to the top. That's why it's green, and red is closing. Basically, it was going short, it was going downwards. It opened at the top and closed at the bottom. But we will cover that in another video. But for now, what we did is kept all the support and resistance lines from last week. Why? Because we're still moving within that area, and it's important to leave them because that was your previous analysis. All you have to do now is to add more. So your big ones, your day chart, yeah, in your day chart, your support and resistance, the major ones, you leave unless you see it will move further up, but you don't see anything properly. You can add these areas, but it's not so vital because it's still very far away. You might want to make them if you're taking longer positions, but in this short period of trading, like in a week's time or in a day's time, we want to leave it because we have enough space between our support and resistance, and these will gain you a lot of points already. Okay, so let's get into the day we had. Now we will look at 4 hours to see if we can draw different lines, if it made different areas that we expected to consider to be a resistance or support. I don't see any that are that vital. I mean, we could draw like these areas, but they're so close by that we don't need to, I would say. Otherwise your chart will be packed with fucking like hundreds of fucking lines. Okay, so we don't want that. We want simplicity of trading, because the simpler it is, the easier it will be for you. Trust me on that. Anyways, now we move into 30 minutes, and in the 30 minutes we might want to add 1 or 2 lines, because 30 minutes, so from last time, so this area is 1 week. So we might want to consider certain support resistance areas, yeah, that we want to put in that are vital. And the only thing I want to put in here is to put in maybe this area. Okay, so we want to put this area in, just a little touch, yeah, because look how many times it touched, and then make this red as well, but make it a bit smaller so we differentiate, because it's so close by. Okay, and another area I would love to put in is the high, this high. Okay, why? I show you in a bit why I want to put the high in, to see where, if it will break the high or not. So this was your high, yeah, this was your high. Where is it? Where is the line? Here is your high. Move a bit up here, very specific, and make this, for instance, pink, and make it, it dashed. Okay, so this is the area where it represents the previous high. I mean, this high, it's not really high. Yeah, this is just a lower high from this, but this is the higher high. And if it breaks this area and does a reversal back down, then we can expect to, yes, take a position long. That is the important part of it. And here we have our resistance, yeah, which is becoming a new support area at the moment. And if you just take and move this into a 5 minutes, you see a nice, beautiful area to take a long position. It exceeded it, then came back down. You take a long position here. But this would only be a little scalp. And this little scalp, yeah, would have brought you 40 points, yeah. If you're trading 10 contracts, it would be approximately 500 bucks. And this is, or 50 bucks if you trade one contract. It doesn't matter how many contracts, but you would have made 50 bucks quick, and your stop loss would have been approximately here 12, and you would have made your 3 to 1, okay? 3 to 1, 4 to 1, whatever it is, yeah. But you're more than 2 to 1 if you only risked these areas, okay? Anyways, it's easy to say afterwards, but soon we're gonna start live trading, so you're gonna see straight away when I get into position, how I'm gonna get into position, which is gonna be fucking amazing and interesting. But before that, you have to follow Telegram to get the latest news, because all my live trades will be exactly put up on Telegram, especially when I'm gonna go online, so you can switch and click right into it, and you will have the latest news. Anyways, let's get back to this, because it's the live trading is not as important as the analysis, which I want to do for this coming week. So where do I expect this whole thing to go this week? Well, first of all, I want to see a beautiful crossover of the high, which I believe is going to happen. Yeah, it will cross. Then I want to see a reversal down to around this area again, or this area. So we're gonna put on the zone. So we want this zone, yeah, to touch maximum to this zone and do a reversal upwards. Reversal upwards. First of all, take profit. 1 is here. And these two yellow lines, what do they represent? They represent the openings of last week's Monday. So that's the Monday openings. So what I expect is, if that happens, what is gonna happen, then I expect it to come here. So your take profit will be in these areas. Yeah, this is where I expect this week to go. Yeah, where the market is supposed to go this week. Basically back to the opening of last week's Monday. And from this area onwards, I expect a reversal down. And if I go down, I don't expect it to go all the way here. I expect it maybe back to here, or even back to here. So we're gonna have a beautiful upwards trend up to here, and then come back down here approximately. That's where I believe it's gonna end this week. Yeah, so up all the way up here, and then back down approximately here. Why I say that is because if we go into the 30-minute chart, yeah, and we take the Fibonacci. How do you draw the Fibonacci? Well, I like to draw it when I see where the drop is, where the actual drop is. And where is the actual drop? I mean, there's a drop here, there's a drop here, there's a drop here, but the actual big movement drop. So if you would draw it here, let's say we take this area, yeah, of the fib, and it dropped all the way down here, what happened? What happened? Yes, it came, you see, I mean, I just love it. It just comes right by my, what is it? By my support and resistance lines. Look at this. It doesn't matter. You don't need to draw your Fibonacci all the time. Sometimes the support and resistance have to confluence with your Fibonacci in order to make good, beautiful sense. So what happened here? I drew this part to the lowest part, and look, exactly by 78.6%, bam, it dropped. So if you take the trade right about here, yeah, I know it's coming up, but if you take the trade right here, then your stop loss would be approximately here, or even this line, and then take a drop here for the long term. However, this is not what I want to show you. I want to show you that we are looking for this area. Why? Because this is the major drop, or even here. Why? Because what happened here? What happened here? This area, yeah, this area, what do we see? It comes and hits right this area, yeah. What it did, it went down, came reversed where the support line was, makes it a resistance line, and makes a bam, drop, baby, drop. Beautiful drop, just amazing. How amazing was the drop? Anyways, let's get right into it. Let's draw the fib. Some people would draw it here, so we could as well. Take a low, yeah, and then where do you expect it? You expect the 61 to be here, but no. I'm gonna draw it from where the actual drop was, yeah. And now what do we see is that 61.8, yeah, is right where our blue line is. See? So I expected, at the moment it's resisting at 50. You see, it's resisting at 50. It's beautifully resisting, yeah. Look at this, it touched the high, it's resisting the 50. Beautiful. But for me, in order to take the trade, a lot of people, when they trade Fibonacci, they look at the 50. They only, every time they look at the 50, when it touches, when it makes good sense, bam, there you go. They trade with Fibby all the fucking time. Every time they hit the 50, bam. And a lot of people trade the 60, the 61.8. Yeah, a lot of people like me. I like to see the 61.8 to be hit in order to take a beautiful reversal trade, but it does have to make sense again. And anyhow, I do still believe, yeah, that we will see a beautiful trade up till here. So if I would take a long position now, which have to make sense first, yeah, I'm not saying you're gonna take it now to take a long position to go up there. I'm saying you have to make it, has to make sense in order to take the trade, where the risk to reward has to be just beautiful. Minimum of 2 to 1. I mean, as a starting point, 2 to 1 is amazing, but eventually you want to go for that, you know, that 5 to 1, that 4 to 1, that 3 to 1. These are the things, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is what you want to end up at. So if you would take trades from here, for instance, and you took this trade, right? You would risk how much? Let's say you risk all the way up here. That's 115 points. Let's just take that scenario, okay? And then you did a nice fib analysis with your Fibonacci extension from here to here to here. And I like to take profits at 127%. So your take profit is 127 and 138. This is the area, yeah, I would like to take. Anyways, your first take profit would have been this area. Second take profit would have been this area. Okay, so it hit anyway your 138. But let's just say we made the 127 take profit level. And this is what you want to aim at, right? Your risk is 115 and your take profit is 700 fucking points. Okay, if you took, let's say, okay, this is nearly a 7 to 1. Yeah, this is 6 point something. Let's say you're risking 200. You still have a 3 to 1 here. Bit more than 3 to 1. Okay. There you go. And you took your trade around here. And you put your stop loss up here. Very high. Okay. But this is the next. Usually I would put it around this area. Yeah. A bit above it. That's why I'm just showing you a trade where you can have a nice risk to reward using Fibonacci at the moment. Yeah. So let's get rid of that because it's useless, because that was already in the past. But it's always good in trading to look in the past to understand what's going to happen in the future. Okay, always look to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, and then you go to the right, to the right, to the right. Okay. And now what do we see here? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So as I said, I want to see this cross come back down here, make a reversal, and then bam, and hit these areas. So what you do, this will be your stop loss around this area. Okay, what you can also do is use a fib to see whether 61 point something from just this bar, yeah, take it here, and your stop loss perfectly, the red line. Okay, exactly on this red line, yeah, put your stop loss. So what you would do if you want to take, and you're so eager to take a trade, I won't take a trade now, I want to see that push up, come down, and then reverse back up. Okay, but if you just like, okay, I'm gonna take that fucking trade, if you say it's gonna go there, then it's go there. So let's make a note. Okay, this is a note, this is not a trade, this is a note. Okay, if we take a trade here, yeah, if we would take a trade here, we will risk, so here 122 points. Okay, for, let's take the smallest one now. Yeah, smallest one would be here, it's 200. This is a 2-to-1 trade, not really 2-to-1, 1.8 around, yeah, but you have a beautiful trade of 200 points right about here. Okay, but only, as I said, only if this crosses this. Why I drew this line? It's because it's the previous high. Okay, don't fuck around with it, it's the previous high. You have to remember what is it gonna do here. A lot of people are gonna take trades because see a nice movement upwards, but you let it go up, come down, and if it touches this area and you see a nice position to take to go upwards, take it, my friend, take it. Dude, just take it, it's beautiful then. Yeah, then you made a beautiful trade. But at this point, right here, at this point, I don't expect to do anything with it. I don't have a trade. Yeah, I don't have a trade, I wouldn't trade. This is again just a note, okay, for you to see what's gonna happen. And if you expect it to go further up, yeah, this would be 300 points. So this is the area I expected to come at this week. Okay, if only it makes this type of reversals. Yeah, reversal, I mean come up, come down, reverse back up. Okay, have that nice momentum, push up. Okay, but otherwise I don't expect it to. Okay, if it doesn't happen the way I want it to happen, then I have to further analyze and see if it's just gonna stay below this high or just goes above it. I mean, it went a little bit above and then comes back down and closes below. It shouldn't close above. Okay, if it closes above, you can expect a slide upwards to come down and then reverse back. But if it just touches it and just playing around this area, it's most likely it's gonna come back down. And when you take a short position in this area, what you expect, you want it to go to your fib, yeah, and your fib 61. Okay, the blue line. Whoa, beautiful. You want it to come back down to that blue beautiful line, unless, yeah, this is another thing, like we want to play around this, is this support area. Yeah, this support, it could also make a support coming back down here and push back up. Okay, so that's why you always have to watch. But my general analysis is that this week we can expect it to rise to this area. Okay, to this area, and I drew it here, this area, especially this area. Why? This is a nice resistance area. Okay, this is where I expect it to go. So between these two lines, take profit 1, take profit 2, till end of the week. I also expected when it does come here that it will bounce off and come back down. That's what I expect. So you could make a, if there's a confirmation, you have to wait for confirmation. So in trading, a lot of it is just analyzing, and taking the trade is just like, or selling the trade, whatever, is just 10%. But the rest of the time is waiting and analyzing. Waiting for it to happen. You cannot just take any bullshit trade. You have to take really nice, beautiful trades where you are happy and you tell yourself, okay, I did this, I did this, I did this. It is confluence, and then you take a trade. Otherwise, like these kind of stupid movements, probably most likely going to be sideways the whole time. Yeah, moving from here to here to here. You don't need to take these stupid trades. You want to take high quality trades. That is the most important. High quality trades are only if your analysis are beautiful. Like last week, that analysis was just beautiful. Okay, it touched, it touched, it touched, it touched. Okay, but otherwise, you wait for it. You don't see anything like beautiful here to touch. You don't have anything. So what I expect around this area is that it will come back to, if it goes aggressively above it, I wanted to see come back down around this area and push back up. If it stays at this area, then I want to see it come back down approximately here to do an upwards trend. Okay, I don't expect it to go lower than this area, yeah, this week. I don't expect it to go lower, but I do expect it to go upwards and meet us here for us to go back down. But for the time being, I have two scenarios that I'm waiting for. So again, you have to wait. You don't know what the market is going to do. All I'm saying for this week is where I expect it. But at the end of the day, you still have to look at the market, yeah, to see if you find a good setup and then take the trade. So you always have to be on watch. You have to be like, okay, You want to see certain reversals happening. You want to see certain places where it will go, touch, where you can take beautiful, nice trades. You don't always need to take big, huge trades, like expect 400 or 500 points. But if you do take a trade, then I want you to take at least 2 to 1 with you. 3 to 1 would be beautiful. 2 to 1, you know. So by a 2 to 1, you can make one bad trade, yeah, make 2 bad trades, make 1 good trade, and then you still are on break even. Okay, so that's 2 to 1. Make 2 bad trades, make 1 good trade, and you're still even. Okay, but that's why I want to make like 3, 4, 5 to 1s, so I can have like my 2 to 3 bad trades in a row and doesn't affect me. I'm still in profit. Okay, that's why I'm waiting for the market to move to certain areas for me to bam, snap. You know, when you snap like a sniper, you just want to snap it. Okay, that's why. So just imagine yourself making the best trades. Okay, this is, trust me, when you understand trading and have the patience to wait for the trade to come to you, yeah, and really take that trade and then snap and hit your target, like dude, trust me, it's one of the best feelings there is. Okay, so as I said, for the DAX, yeah, for the DAX, I expect it to come around this area, but before it does, we want to see a nice push up, reverse, and go up. Okay, and then we take the trade. At the moment, we don't. It might push up till here, come reverse down, and then we take the trade. If it resists here, and this is your resistance, then we can expect it to fall a bit more till around this area. Then we take a trade up. Yeah. So in general, I expect the market to be up for the week. Okay, so we're already up 1.85%, yeah, nearly 2%, 200 points on the DAX. It's a lot for the morning session. Okay, but that's why I expect it, yeah, upwards long for the DAX this week. But how do we expect it to be long? We want to expect it to be long first when it touches specific areas and make certain reversals. Then we will take the trade. Otherwise, no trade. Okay, now we will analyze and go into the DOW, which is the American market, the US 30, and we're gonna leave the same issue we have there. We're gonna leave the analysis we had from last week. So now the day, again the same. The 4 hour, do we have anything in the 4 hour that we can take with us? No, we don't. So now we move into the hour. And the hour chart, I mean, this is the only area that I would like to draw in, but I would like to draw that in the 30 minutes, exactly here. So this is a specific area I want to draw in. So we're gonna take that and see where there's the most touches, approximately here. So we're gonna make this pink and sorry, we're gonna make this red and make it a little smaller. Okay, so I expect that this, okay, it has exceeded the high, you see, but here's a major resistance, yeah. Here's a major resistance, and here as well. So you have to look at this little tiny things, areas where it has to cross in order for us to make a nice trade. So what we do, where's the major push? Again, where is the major push? So number one, what we do from last week, we had major pushes, right? So this was a major bam push, okay? And first we take the fib to see what percentage this was. If from the bottom to the bottom, nearly the 61, right? We did that last week. Now what do? We take a fib extension. What happens by fib extension? What do we want? The 127. Did it reach? Yes, it reached 127. Take profit. So if you would take the trade, this is your take profit. Again, beautiful for an entire week. Yeah, the trade was around here. But how do you know it hasn't touched it? Hasn't done? You will look at wicks, you will look at different areas. Why? This is the high. What does it mean? How do you take? Has it reached the high? No. You have to look at different aspects in this area as well, and the momentum of it as well, and the movement. What is this showing? What are the wicks showing you? And if you're not secure to take the trade right about here, then what you do, which a lot of people is to look at areas. So this area right about here is the area, yeah, you want to look at. This is the area you want to look at. Yeah, this is the area. What is it doing? So you would take your trade right here, yeah, for the bounce off to make the down movement. Yeah, but the issue of this happened on the 17th. On Monday we were already here. How do you know the trade? The same goes for here. Yeah, you look at this area, yeah, this area, what is it doing? Touch, stop loss here, take profit. Yeah, and then another thing what you can do just from this specific area is to take your fib, yeah, draw it up here, and what's happening? 61.8, touch, bam, boom. Snap, 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 baby. You understand? Get excited about this shit, man. This is so beautiful. I mean, the fuck? It's giving you all the signs already. This is when you snap the call. Bam, bam. And then you see, okay, where I take that, put my stop loss right there. And where do I take my profits? At 127.20. Okay? This is what you do. I know it goes further, but it does not matter as long as you snap it, man. Snap and sniper, baby. Snap and sniper. This is a short-term trade, yeah? It's a lot of points. Just look at the points. How many points is that? How many fucking points is that? You took it nice? That's 400 points and you're risking? Not even 200 points you're risking. This is a 2-to-1 beautifully set up right for you. And that happened within the day, baby. Happened within the fucking day. Love it. And that's a quick few $1,000 if you're trading. Depends how much you trade, but a few bucks it is. Okay. Then we look further. What's happening? On the okay, now we look at what's happening here. Nothing here. Bounce off. This was the gap, remember, and it just touched our TP. What was it? TP2 from last week. And now, let's analyze this. What do we expect? So, first of all, I want to see where did that major drop happen. So the major drop happened right about here. Okay, so let's get rid of this and draw a fib. Yeah, and all the way down. And what do we expect? Okay, so we expect it has crossed the 61, has touched on the other side. Okay, so what do I expect from the Dow? It's hard to say at the moment because it hasn't shown any real things, but it has crossed it, it's touching it, crossed the high. So it has crossed the high, it even closed above the high. Yeah, right about it, but the next bar is down. So I expect now, what I expect is that it falls around here between this area and then move back up. So I expect the Dow to move a bit down now, yeah, a bit down for it to go and push up. today, for this week. And our take profit, where I want to see it. Where I want to see the Dow this week, we take the top to the bottom, where I want to see it. Oh my God. Is this beautiful or is this fucking beautiful? At least till here, I want to see it. Okay? I want to see it. Oh, baby. I mean, just look at my support resistance line. It just matches with my 61.8. How beautiful is that, baby? Oh my fucking Lord, man. It's just, snap it, man. Snap that shit. Okay, so I expect it to come up here. So how many points is that? How many damn points is that? How many points? So if we expect it to reverse a little bit around, let's say it's reverses till here, and we take all the way up. Oh, baby, this is like fucking 700 points, baby. 700 points. Oh God, nice. This is just too insane. Way too insane. But before you take a trade now, yeah, you need to wait for it to reverse a bit, because we have hit the high, it has crossed the high, but this still represents a certain resistance. Okay, it hasn't crossed it. The most beautiful thing I expected here, like the other one, is that it crosses here. Yeah, it has crossed the high already, crosses here, touches, comes, reverses, and then all the way up, baby. And then we're gonna hit that fucking 700 damn fucking points, baby. So yeah, so I expected to move here. This would be our take profit one. Yeah, but watch out at the 50 these areas. So we're gonna push, because why? Because these areas were the ones where it reversed and pushed. Yeah, push down, reversed, yeah, push down, reversed, here touched one, reverse, push down. So these areas are important to watch out. So what we want is like it touches, bounce, reverse, same strategy, same damn fucking strategy. Okay, this is what we expect, and we want it to move here. This is our aim for this week. Okay, so 28,160, let's say 28,150, between 100 and 150, 28,100 and 150. That is the area. And why this area is important, this one, the 28,000, because a lot of people love to deal with straight up numbers. 28,000, 27,000, 28,000, like full numbers. 28,100, 28,200. These are the numbers people like to deal with. So again, I expect it to go up. This is what I expect for this week. I want to see it damn at this, right at this point. Then if it hits before the week ends, then I expect to touch, maybe go a bit above, bam, down, because this area is vital. Okay, look at this fucker. Look at this fucker. Look at the wick, baby. Look at this fucker. Okay, so we're gonna draw in another area where it's important, and if it crosses that area, yeah, goes up, reverse down, we can expect these areas too. These areas, okay, the 70 area and this area-ish, yeah, the 78 area. So we're gonna draw in another line where we can expect to take profits. Yeah, so this will be our TP. I'm gonna draw this with a red one, yeah, and make it thick, baby, and snap that bitch, man. Okay, so this TP1, TP2, baby, 3, 4. This is Champions League bullshit already here, up here, yeah. This is when you want a fucking World Cup finals and you win it. But we expect it for now. This is 700 points, and I don't think it's gonna move like fucking 1,000 points this week all the way up here. Is it even 1,000 points? It's more. It's like 1,500 points to go to Champions League. Are we gonna get it? I don't think so. But if we can manage just 500 points for this week, snap that. Enough money for the week, baby. Enough. Way more than enough. Man, you gotta love this fucking game, baby. Ooh, look at it. It's pushing. It's pushing real good, baby. It's pushing real good, baby. Snap that. Okay, so we expect it to go up. Both markets, we expect it to go up, but only take a trade when it makes sense. Okay, always take the trade when it makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna live trade soon, so follow me on Telegram. The link will be shown below, and when it's ready for me to live trade, I'll send a signal and you can watch me live fucking trade at all fucking time. I hope you enjoyed the analysis, and we'll see each other on Friday. So follow me there, subscribe here, and let's see where it's gonna go. But I love you guys. You're the best, baby. Take it easy. Have a good week and be smart.